S-T-R-O. Yeah.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright.
Yeah.
I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I'm made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support, bruh. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winter side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. Beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I didn't grab the few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind.
From the oldest capital city in the Americas, founded in 1325, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Mexico City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the Mexico City Golden Eagles. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Let's go!
First carry of the game here for Royce Freeman. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
He's coming.
Now it's Freeman. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
You got take. One. Win the rep. Let's go right here. 3, 1.
On 3rd down, Mariota. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things off.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
On second down now, Swift. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. On 3rd down, Swift. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, I was watching him in warm-ups, and he hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and went over. This one a little bit inside of that, but not enough leg.
And the difference is what?
Well, your live conditions, right?
Live conditions, game conditions are a whole lot different than practice, where you just pop it up there, no rush, no pressure. I think maybe that takes a couple yards away from you when you have to do it when it's real.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Give to Cook out of the gun. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. Third and short yardage. Mariota being chased out left. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
2 yards on the play. Brings up 4th down.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll run for it. It's Freeman. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the 1st. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Freeman. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
You know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. We're scoreless after one.
That's the end of the first quarter with no score.
Come on, set. 18, Gator. X3, 218, chopper. Hey, let's get it.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Hey, Alpha.
58's the mic. Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jordan Evans came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Brings up third down.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 44-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mariota. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The Broncos on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd down and 12.
Check. Crunch. Race don't trap. One.
From the gun, Mariota. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
Let's go.
They'll try the left side. Swift. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, Swift. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets them 15 yards. This will be their first trip to the red zone. They've got it 1st and goal to go. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch out.
This is Freeman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all, as we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Throwing, Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, on is the punter, Colby Wadman. He gets it away. It's a high hanger. Yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and that will come the offense as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads. They don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Now a run on 1st down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
90, Wolf. Who's your quarter? Hey, foxtrot.
2nd and 13. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
How about this offense? Already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive. They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Get it.
Back to throw. Daniels. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Brian Bonnie Calhoun. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
So first thing that crosses my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Watch the boot.
Mariota now. And this is incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. The Broncos send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. He sets to fire deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. They go play action here on 1st down. Incomplete. They were trying to go back to Allen there, but it's going to be 2nd down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Operating from the gun, Daniels. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
30 base. He can't hang. Ready.
On first down, Swift. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Hey, team 6, 5.
Looking to throw on second down. Daniels. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Throwing on 3rd and long. Daniels. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of legs.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it.
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Freeman. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. He wants it all for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Nasir Adderley making like his Hall of Fame cousin Herb as he gets a hand in to knock it away. And that is no good. He hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in. And this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. They'll go with a keeper. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. It's a quarterback sneak. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
That's another Mexico City first down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Swift. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
61, matchbox, lights.
2nd and 9 now. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Mexico City first down. 1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Got it.
58's the
6-6, pull it high.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Rush in, rush in, rush in.
Snap.
Throwing on 1st down. Daniels. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. From 10 yards out. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Kill. Hey, he's coming to you.
One.
Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
80 weapon.
Coming left, it's Freeman. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
It's a loss of a yard.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mariota. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
The Broncos on 3rd down, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. To throw Mariota. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back to the running game. It's Freeman. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
the 38. Mariota. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And, oh, he coughed it up. It's going the other way. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And this results in 6. Touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. That's what they've done all game long.
They'll try and run it here. And he is not going to get in there. He stopped short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken at his 4. And a pretty slick return there as he's up just shy of the 45-yard line.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now Mariota. He completes this to Sutton. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion and 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 9.
Check 26, check 26. Motion.
A 20th carry now for Freeman. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco 1st down. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Again, they'll run with Freeman. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. On 2nd down now, it's Freeman. And hang on here, Freeman shaken up. Remaining on the ground after that last play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Let's go. Check 24. Check 24. One. General, fast. Choose the mic. Coming to you. Check 31. Check 31. One.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Brings up 4th down.
4th down, Mariota. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And as a result, possession switches hands. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
You ain't going nowhere.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out.
Check, 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 check.
To throw on second down, Daniels. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. 23 yards the pickup there.
And they just had another big completion there. And I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
It's the age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times they just look at it like, let's just play the game. And however it turns out, it turns out.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And oh, what a catch there by Allen. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Swift. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
On the ready.
Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. Mariota now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. And he gives this time to the tailback. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And they're going to go for it here on the 4th down try. Mariota's going to stay out there. They'll try and run for it. And an alley to run. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Where are they, team? Slam. 66. Bullet high. Mike 9.
Here we go.
He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Today's final score, Golden Eagles 19, Broncos nothing.
just wanna be her. For your mom to your pop to the beat to the bird, my cut right off on the curb. Like I'm Barry Sanders, chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my whole team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog, I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL is in Houston, in the Space City at NRG Stadium. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with Matthew Stafford and the Detroit Lions. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Hey. Switch gears. 51.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be second and 11. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Hey, 22!
The shotgun snap for Stafford. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
Lady!
First down.
Hey.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. On 2nd down, Johnson. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
Check three. Hey. Pilot, 64, weak.
They run. This is Scarborough. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down.
Easy.
From the gun, here's Stafford. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Bradley Roby there defensively.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Joker.
They snap it to Stafford. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on 4th down here early in the game.
80 weapons.
Johnson. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Now Johnson. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. How about this opening drive? Play number 12 now. This is third down.
Mike, 55. Check, 55.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive.
Partner, I think we can all agree that that was a pretty darn good opening drive right there. And the key to it all, going for it on fourth down earlier in the drive. Set a tone for it. And the best part, they made it pay off.
So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away.
The Texans take over.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Watson now to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
180.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Check 99. Check 99.
On first down, Johnson. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that his defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. On 2nd down, it's Johnson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Johnson. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Carry on Johnson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Prater for the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
The score, Lions 14, Texans nothing.
Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early? Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Devon Kennard came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 2nd and long. Watson going deep here for Stills. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes his quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. They're going for it. It's Watson. Got an open man. It's QT. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Houston. Kiki QT. An 80-yard touchdown as they are now on the board here in the first half. Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On second down now, it's Johnson. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. The Lions on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. On second down, it's Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards for the Lions there on a 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. Johnson. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. On 2nd down now. It's Johnson looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the 1st down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Here we go again. Hey. Show it up.
They run. It's Johnson. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Johnson. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a 1st down.
This is going to sound crazy, but that type of
come and get some. See, tell your mama.